Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on the air that nobody dare say. I feel rough as a badger this morning. I'll get into trouble if I keep hiding my face. Here we go. Bit of a crap day. I don't really feel like doing any filming today, but sometimes no matter what you've got going on in your life, you've got to get stuck in. So forgive me if I'm not bouncing around like a jack in a box today. Right. Here we go. Well done to Zelfa Barrett. Doing bit of sun now. I give up. Well done to Zelfa Barrett doing Jordan Gill. Where was the Ben Davidson masterclass? Where was that then? It didn't help him in that 10th round, did it? When Zelfa lit him up. So it just shows you don't need to be going and mouthing off on social media, making boxing complicated. Boxing is one of the most simplest sports in the world. You hit somebody and you try your best not to get hit. That's how you win fights. No, obviously you got to be super fit as well. But Gill didn't look fit to me. So Barry the Bacon, boxer size Ben, and his other mate, Lee Wiley Old Fox, whatever they're calling themselves, the Dream Team, the Three Musketeers. We didn't see it, did we? When Zelfa started winging them in. So it is what it is. So okie dokie. Keith Thurman. What next for Keith Thurman? Do you know what I'm getting a little bit fed up of? I'm getting a little bit fed up of. I'm getting a little bit fed up at every time there's going to be a fight in America at welterweight or around about that weight. They're always wheeling Keith Thurman out, aren't they? Why? He never even gets through the camps, does he? You know, he keeps breaking down all the time. That's because he's inactive. So I don't want to keep seeing these American writers and these American managers and blah, 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 keep pushing Keith Thurman out there. Keith Thurman's shot to pieces as an old man. So jog on, Keith Thurman. All right. They'll be serving you up for Crusher Bennett next few months at some point. So it is what it is. Let's have a look. Boots Ennis to Eddie Hills. We're all talking about it like it's some superhuman signing. He can punch, he's got a good record, but who has he really beat when you scratch the surface? Who? Had a record. Does he do tickets? Is he a big draw? I don't know. You'd say Conor Benn commercial is worth more than him, but you say he'd do Conor Benn. I'd say they're probably both very similar. He's had more fights than Crusher, hasn't he? But I don't think there's much in it. But we're going to see, aren't we? Let's see. Hope they can get at it. But Eddie's running around like it's some big superhuman signing. I don't think it is. So, is the welterweight division knackered? Like super middleweight? Yeah, I think 168's like, can anybody tell us who main man is? We know Canelo's got a few belts, don't we, at that weight? But come on. Where's big superstars there? Canelo don't even know what weight he wants to fight at. He's jumping up and down all the time, isn't he? To swerve people. Look, the biggest fight round about that weight is Benavidez and Canelo. They don't want it, do they? What's he saying? He wants 200 million to go to Saudi for that. That's somebody that knows he's going to get flogged. So I don't agree with Sean Porter saying that I know you, 26-0, 23 stoppages, the monster, top 5 pound for pound. I don't agree with Sean Porter saying that he needs to go to America. Why would I know you need to go from Japan to America? What have the Americans got? Who's in the top 5 pound for pound from America at the moment? You say Crawford, wouldn't you? But that's it. That is it. You won't put Haney or Gervonta Davis in top 5, would you? Maybe outside that, but in the top 5, there's Crawford And he's more or less done, isn't he, or at the end of his career. So where's the big American stars? Is that it? Haney and Gervonta Davis? That Garcia's just like an influencer, isn't he? I'll come to him in a minute, but the point I want to make is, where's the big heavyweights? Wilder's finished. Oh, there ain't none. So as far as I'm concerned, I know you don't need to go anywhere. People need to go to him. 26-0, undefeated. 23 of them on Button Moon. Come on. He's launched 23 of them at different weights. That's how I look at it. So, as far as I'm concerned, the Yanks at boxing, what are they giving us at the moment? Hey, what are they giving us? All they've ever given us is what? An hamburger with onions, or an hot dog, or meatloaf. They can't give us aught else. They can't give us any decent boxers. What do I think to Haney Garcia? I think Haney beats him. I think Garcia is just like an influencer boxer, isn't he? Like a bit of a teeny bopper, isn't he? But he does views and blah de blah. I mean, my daughter's 11, nearly 12 years old. She's going on about him. I mean, is that where we're at now? You know what I mean? Jeez. So Yui fights this Saturday. So good luck to Yui on his show, them next door. So good luck. Yui should win that. Mate fourth, Canelo Munguia. What do I think to that? I think that's a good fight. That I think Munguia could do him. People might say, "Oh, Porky, if it goes to points, I'll get Canelo." Yeah, Canelo's money man, isn't he? But don't be surprised if Munguia does him. He won't stop him, but he might just outschool him and outthink him. Big John Fury helping Tyson in camp. What do you think to that, Russell? What do I think to it? Coming at me, bit of a depression now, aren't I? What do I think to it? I think that Tyson Fury is undefeated, and why change it up? It's like if you had 30 odd wins on trot as a football team, you wouldn't change starting lineup, would you? So why would you involve a lunatic in your camp who can be disruptive? Or is he there just to keep an eye on everybody? I don't know, but everybody's going to be treading on eggshells around Big Bad John, Big Bad John, Big Bad Man. 9 year old at Nick not throwing a punch. I don't know. It is what it is. We'll come to that in a bit. I am not messing about today. What do I think to I know you against Neary on Mate 6? I think he gets lit up, Neary. Mate 25th, Taylor Catterall 2. Does it happen? Does anybody really care now? Or we're getting on for 2.5 years later. It's a dog with fleas, isn't it, really? That fight. Does Josh Taylor even want that fight? I'm not so sure. If it don't happen in May, it never happens. Do I hope it happens? Yeah, I hope it happens for Jack Catterall, because they took his moment away from him, didn't they, that kid, when he fought Taylor? And I think it's only fair that he gets it back and gets that win. You know what I mean? It won't be the same as winning undisputed, but he'll be able to put his head down on pillow at night, knowing that he's beat a kid at Taylor's class, because he beat him 2.5 years ago, didn't really, when they fought. What do I think to the bullying going on from Eddie Hills against Ben Shalom in social media? Eddie and Spotty Frank. Well, I called it months ago, didn't I? About a year ago, wasn't it? And nobody said a word. They said when I started saying it, what did you all say in comment section? You all started abusing me, didn't you? Now look, 1 year later, what's happened? What has happened? Eh? Everybody all of a sudden is agreeing with me, aren't they? Of course it's bullying. Eddie's going to want to get back on Sky, innit? Because it looks to me like he's not having it all his own way on DAZN. If Eddie were Team DAZN all the way, all them other sports that have got on Sky, they'd take them off Sky and put them on DAZN, wouldn't they? To help DAZN. But they don't want to be in two camps. They want to be like P. Diddy, don't they? In with FBI and in with all rappers and bad boy drug dealers. Two camp job. That's Eddie Hills for you. So watch this space. Crotch. Oh, Carl. Carl. Carl's copying it, isn't he, this week off Bricktop. Every time I see an interview from old Dinted, all I'm seeing is him saying that Carl is moronic, or what's the word? A moron. I mean, you wouldn't say that to Carl's face, because he'd let that uppercut go, wouldn't he? That's what he does. He'll let that uppercut go, you know, in combat, and put you on bottom move. So Bricktop, listen, boxing's full of opinions. Take it on chin. If you want to sit, if you want to stand Bricktop, right? If you want to stand like that, right? An old, if you want to stand and hold a man's hand like that, walking on stage, right? You should be embarrassed. Walking like that, what is all that about? It's not manly, is it? Bricktop, you give off manly vibes as this like tough guy who have it on cobbles or sue people, and then you're holding hands like that on the world stage. It's embarrassing. It's like you're selling your soul. Do you know what I mean? And people saying that's their culture. Well, in our culture, man tries to hold my hand like that on stage. Shh, get out of it. I wouldn't have it. I don't think we've seen Eddie Hills do it, did they? He looked a bit embarrassed. But Bricktop, they say people will sell their souls for a bit of unts, don't they? That has got to be the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in the sport of boxing in the last 10 years. Bricktop on stage holding hands with a man with a tea towel on his head. You couldn't make it up. So, is it banter? I don't know, but Triple T seemed to like it. Who knows? Maybe he might be a bit fruity, but who cares? Who really, really cares? Right, Max. Max, listen to me. I hadn't texted you, Max, for a simple reason. I'm fed up with you coming on my channel, Max, and going on about fighting and all that. I'm just going to start and put you in the same bracket as Big Joe Egan and Big John Fury and Mickey Fio, all these big fighting men. They don't seem to be fighting. Anytime they're offered a fight, they're all talking pay-per-view numbers and purses and escrow and all this. Load of rubbish. Just go and have a fight. Just go, get your coat off and get them up and get at it. That's all you're going to do. Have a battle royale. Stop talking about it. That goes for you, Max. I don't want to hear that you're on Big Ron's show, this and that. Just go have a fight and then come and tell me when you've had it. I don't want to hear about all that nonsense. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Pony chatters, the lot of them. Go and have a fight. And that's for you, Big Joe Egan. Yeah, you know my friend Jason Barker, don't you? Yeah, you know, don't you? Well, you know, sadly, he committed suicide, didn't he? Yeah, and you know all about that, don't you? You can come here anytime you want, Big Joe Egan. I'll have it on cobbles with you for free here. You come here, sending me stupid letters like this. I ought to read that out, didn't I? I ought to pin that to your liver, mate. You come here and I'll get stuck into you and I'll show you what I'm about, Big Joe Egan. Come here with your mate and I'll get Big Scott Brunt to come round here. Me and you'll have it on cobbles here, working your mouth. Bring your mate, what's he called? Is it Stephen or something? From Hull. Get him to come down here and I'll get somebody here. We'll have it here on car park, me and you. All right, big mouth. Hey, or why don't you come to that show in Sheffield on Saturday and explain to all Jason Barker's friends your little role in what happened? Hey? Hey? And then I'll take you outside and we'll get at it. Me and you. Me and you, Joe Egan, eh? Come on, me and you. Mind sending stupid letters to me? Let's get at it. Come on. Let's get at it. I'm not much of real Evanstone. I'm enough to knock you out. Go on, you big fat pig. Go on down here, you big bully boy. Big bully boy, yeah. I'll be seeing you, Egan. Don't you worry about that, you. Fat. All right. So that's you dealt with. Willie Lemon. Willie Lemon passed away. How sad is that? I hope his family are all right. I remember Willie when he fought In fact, I mean, he can't. He fought Curtis Woodhouse, didn't he? Curtis defending his belt, British title against him. My condolences go out to Willie Lemon's family. All right, my condolences go out, but they don't go out to you, Big Joe Egan. Now, big bully boy that you are, aren't you? Big bully. Oh yeah, we all know your story, don't we? Your story, don't we? Well, come and see me. You've got my number. You've got my number. Ring me. We'll sort it out. Ring me, and I will have a do with you. You ring me today, you Joe Egan. As soon as you see this, people send this to him. You get in touch with me, and I'll have a do with you. I don't need no money to get stuck into you, mate. And now that I know what's gone on, you come and see me, you. Or you come up here and start explaining to people who carried his coffin, who were there at his funeral, your little role and all that, big bully. You come and see me, shithouse. All right, shithouse. What do I think to Jake Paul against Mike Tyson? Well, I think that it's a con, isn't it? What's going on here? Taking money out of boxing fans. It's an absolute joke. They're talking Joshua Usyk free if Fury Usyk doesn't happen. Who wants to see Joshua Usyk free? He's already been schooled twice. What is all that about? What has he done to deserve a fight with Usyk? He's done nothing except wait it out, hoping Usyk gets old. But Franklin, no good. Elenius, sparred him for years. Wallins, sparred him for years. And Ngannou in his second fight. They're not fights to suggest he's stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. Fraser Clark against Wardley. What do I think to that? I think that it's Big Freeze were shafted. I think Fraser Clark was shafted on that, mate. Personally, I think he was shafted. What can you do? It's boxing, isn't it? Do I want to see it again? I'd like to see him get a pay-per-view out of it. If they fight next, it's not a pay-per-view. They'll have to build it up and get some wins. But if Big Freeze fights him again and loses, I'd like to see Big Freeze in with Big Johnny Fisher. I mean, they were willing to put Johnny Fisher in with Ngannou, so why don't they put him in with It's Big Freeze? Because if he loses to Ngannou, they get paid. If he fights Big Freeze, he don't get paid. It's about the bunch. Don't talk to me about legacy. Johnny Fisher's not got a British title in him while he's got an hole in his arse at the moment. They're going to have to wait it out like Crusher Ben's waiting it out for a welterweight title. That's what these people do. If Crusher Ben waits it out and the division is piss poor and he pinches a belt, he'll be known as a world champion then. Be like his father who won't fight Roy Jones. So, is what it is, isn't it? Is what it is. These rankings. I'm looking at these rankings. Cross board here. All the way across the board. I'm looking at them and I'm thinking to myself, where are these rankings coming from now? I was looking the other day and I saw Willie Hutchinson at WBO number 9. I thought, Willie Hutchinson, WBO world rank number 9. So that means if the world champion it deserves a voluntary, who is it? Is it Better Beeve or Bivol? One of them, say after they've won their fight, after they've had their undisputed, if a voluntary comes up, they could pick Willie Hutchinson, couldn't they? I mean, how crazy is that? So Willie Hutchinson is either 9th best light heavyweight in the world, not on your Nelly. Anthony Yarde is either 3rd best WBC light heavyweight fighter in the world, not on your Nelly. Jack Catchell, WBC number 4, is that Warrington? What has he won? Warrington, WBC number 6, 1 win in his last 5. You know, Dennis McCann, now he's won for future, he's ranked number 9 in world. Where are these rankings coming from? Where? Are they just plucking them out the sky? Is that what they're doing? I'm not so sure. But yeah, Joe Egan, you're a wrong un, mate, an absolute wrong un. You'll get in touch with me today, you, and we're going to have to meet up and get at it. You're looking for a fight and all this, Joe, aren't you? I don't want paying. We've got hand wraps here, kid. Hand wraps, the lot. Gloves, lot. Get down here, and let's get at it. Big fat man that you are, big bully. You're a bit more than that, though, aren't you? But we'll leave that one for another day. Yeah, you bully. So, no doubt you'll be there on Saturday, won't you? Explaining to all Jason's mates, won't you? Big Joe Egan. We'll see you Saturday at Sheffield at Magna, won't we? You'll see what you've got to say then, eh? Big bully. Big bully that you are. Big piece of shit. We spoke about Zelfa. Right, this 5 for 5. Right. Beaterbave, Bibble. Great fight. That's great. That's 1. Wilder Zhang. Wilder can't stand Eddie Hills. Zhang, the combined age, what is it? 80 odd. So I'm not happy about that. Rayford, Nick Ball, I'm happy with that one. Craig Richards, Willie Hutchinson. Well, the beef Willie Hutchinson's ranking up, aren't they? So they can say, well, he's a world rank guy. How is he world rank Willie Hutchinson? Do me a favour. God, scraping barrel there, but good luck to him. Dubai Ergovic. Ergovic's not even with Hills, is he now? So how is that Queensbury match? I don't really get that one. Shiraz against Austin Williams. That's all right. But that's 6, isn't it? That's 6, that. So are they I thought they said it were 5. That's 6, isn't it? Beaterbave Bivol 1, Wilder Zhang 2, Rayford Nick Ball 3, Craig Richards, Willie Hutchinson 4, Dubai Ergovic 5, Shiraz Williams 6. Maybe there's 6 in case one falls out. I don't know, but maybe it's cost one of them. Maybe Ergovic's is not with Eddie Hills, is he? I don't know, but if you put all them on a card, it's a great card, and it's only what Bricktop were putting on years ago, and your Don Kings and people like that. And I suppose Eddie were putting decent stuff on like that, wasn't he? In that 2012 to 17 period, the golden period. I mean, Eddie's died on his arse since 2017, hasn't he, really? But it is what it is. That's about it, really. That's about it. So, okie doke. Right. Training session now. I've got a shaking fridge. Okie dokie. I've got Andy coming on from Aberdeen tonight. I think that's a 2 or 3 parter. I missed Adam yesterday because I've been away this weekend, but we're back on track now. We're back in the land of Nod. We're taking things a bit more seriously. Sometimes you have a bit of a blip, don't you? You go missing a few weeks. So, okie dokie. Right. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Okie dokie. I'll get my mojo back now. Well, peace out.